Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to day 29 of 30 Days Lost in Space, the last proper build day. In this day, we're finally going to be landing back on our mothership. The things changed a little bit from the intro video that I shall show you in a moment. We're not using the rotary encoder because there was some conflict or something. I don't know exactly what the problem with it was, but we're using the same wiring as we had last time, but we're going to be activating the display and using more buttons on here to guide us on our way back to the mothership. So let's watch the intro video and then go on from there.
Good morning, Explorer. Here we are, on the verge of the conclusion to an odyssey that has tested our spirit, resilience, and intellect. Today isn't just another day. It's the culmination of every challenge we've overcome, every star we've wished upon, and every bit of hope that propelled us forward. Our home awaits us. But before the sweet embrace of familiarity, there's a final task to be done. The docking gear needs one last touch, that certain je ne sais quoi that separates success from blunt force trauma. So, as the horizon of our galactic home draws near, let's pour every ounce of our knowledge and resolve into this final effort. It's time for our grand finale, Explorer. I know you won't disappoint me. All right, Explorer. Here's where the intricacies of our hardware truly shine. Remember our ascent from that alien ocean floor? Upon lining our trajectory with our assigned docking bay, we need to control our rate of approach so we don't prang a landing gear, or worse, upon arrival. We will be using our rotary encoder to control our rate of approach. Come into the docking bay too rapidly, and we crash and burn. Come into the docking bay too slowly, and we risk missing the window of opportunity as our mothership's velocity will take our docking bay off our trajectory. As long as we can keep our rate of approach just right, we can enter the bay and land our ship in our docking cradle. Crashing is not on the agenda today. Let's utilize yesterday's code, but integrate logic for the rotary encoder to regulate our altitude. Dive too rapidly and we plummet tragically. Descend too leisurely and we risk stalling in midair, equally catastrophic. So, precision is the name of the game. Let's ensure our touchdown is smooth as silk. Let's figure out how we plan to code this thing. Using the same code as yesterday, we will need to add the following.
Well, as I say, we don't need to go into that because we're not going to be using the rotary encoder. We're using the same setup as yesterday. The wiring is all the same. The code is very different. We've got lots more code to play around with as well. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. It says day 28, but it does mean day 29. So this is it. So we need to ensure our control panel is in known state by turning the control switches on, same as yesterday. But then we've got the display here. Will be showing us our distance to the mothership. And we're going to be using multiple buttons here. We're going to be using, the 9 or the 8 rather to the left. We've got up left, up, down, left and right, and diagonals on the corners. We're going to have gear up and gear down here as well. And the speed is going to be controlled by these two down here instead of the rotary encoder. It would have been nice to use that, but it's not a problem that we're not. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here. So let's see. Most of this is going to be the same. I have, included all the libraries and everything else as well. There are 3 separate bitmap libraries that I've already copied across: radar, arrows, small landing gear, and ending. I got no idea exactly what they look like, but we'll figure that out when we're using it. So again, we've got the 4 landing gear things: gear up, lowering, and down, just to make it look nice. So yeah, that's all of that. Lowering and raising, everything there. So this is the display, setting it up for the display, confirming the pins for the switches. The lander controls, there we go, unused: steer up, down, left, right, up, left, up, right, gear up, down, and raise and lower speed. So we've defined where the buttons are going to be and where they're going to be on the thing: steer up, left, up, right, and lower gear. Instead of labeling them 1, 2, 3, A, we're labeling them with the functions that they're going to have, which makes sense to me. I understand all of that. So yeah, this is setting up the thing. Pre-flight is exactly what we did last time. So configuring the display, configuring the counter, and the dip switches. Yeah, all good. So this is the same as the other one, setting up the reading for the thrusts, thrust system, and confirm. All switches must be off before they started. Yeah, we knew that. Scroll down through all of that because we don't need any of that. Oh, there we go. This is where things are different. Raise landing gear, that's already raised. Raising gear is an animation created by changing the bitmap index. Yeah, okay. So steer up. Steer lander 1 pixel up. Steer lander 1 pixel down. Left, right, 1 up and right if it's upright. The mothership offset is being set there. Okay, I understand that. We complete the drift of the mothership using random numbers. Count drift off the display done by setting a maximum drift. I've said so. Yeah, the mothership will be moving around a little bit as we're aiming towards it to make it more fun. So we're just setting some drift numbers on there randomly. We need to make sure the gear state is there, gear animation, and yeah, display that. I didn't see anything about the distance. Oh, there we go, lander distance. Yeah, so that's okay. When we reach the ship, distance is nothing. Determine success or failure depending by how fast we're going and if the landing gear's down, I assume. Elapsed time, it'll show you the time we've done on it as well. And show an ending bitmap, either a good or a bad ending bitmap. We'll see both of them. This is the pre-flight display. Yeah, we knew we were doing that, setting things on and off. Final display, we're going to show that. And showing it on the segment. Okay. And we're just checking for the coordinates. Mothership radar drifts on the screen. Display an arrow on the outside of the radar circle. Okay, so that's where we need to, that's how we know to aim it. And that's using the arrows in the other bitmap. Okay. Sprint F to format the lander speed line. I don't know about Sprint F, but it's obviously used to format it so it doesn't go over the top of it and everything else. Calculating for the bitmaps and the helper function. And that's showing the display on there if we've done it. And this is getting the random drift. So I understand it all. It makes sense to me. Let's compile it, send it off, and see what happens. All our switches are indeed off, so we're ready to get set up. We'll see if first time out, if I can actually land it. We'll come down to the bench. It will take a little while for this to compile and to be sent up because there's quite a lot going on. There's 699, 700, a nice 700 lines of code, plus the 3 libraries of the bitmaps. So quite a lot going on. We've use 64% of the dynamic memory of the board. So there we go. This is the countdown pre-flight. We are set up and good to go. Let me activate the switches one at a time. We've got thrusters on, systems on, confirm, on. So there you go. Now we have that showing down there. It's an arrow pointing to the left. So let's go to the left, up. We're not doing anything because our speed is still nothing. We've got nothing on our display here. That's not right. A speed is going up as I'm putting the speed up. So yeah, we're getting a thing. But I don't know how far away we are from the mothership. Oh, the mothership's a little line that we can see the docking bay on there getting bigger as it's drifting around, and it's telling us conveniently which way to push. So I do like that. That's working. Let's go in drop gear. I shall drop the gear. Apparently I didn't drop the gear in time and we crashed. I hit the speed limit. I was going too fast. Right, I need to figure out why this isn't working. Let me see if I can figure it out, and then I'll come back and tell you what I found. Okay, I found the problem with the code or with the wiring. They changed the pin out of the display from where I had it in 2 and 3 to 4 and 5. So I've changed it in the code rather than change it on the wiring. So in here we had the distance display diode pin 4 and 5. Now it's 2 and 3. So now it should be okay. I tested it. It works. It lights up. So let's come back down to the bench and we shall reset and try again. We need to turn everything off. We're back in pre-flight. So if I then flick everything up, on, we now have our distance display as well as everything else. So we've got distance display over there. We've got our thing telling us where we are, speed there, and if I increase the speed, our distance goes down. If I increase the speed a lot, I don't know how high I can go. I can go past 20, and it starts going down very quickly. So I do need to slow down before we hit, as you can see that coming in closer there. So let's get our number down to 2. Then worry about steering. Get that square in the middle again. There we go. That's back in there. Saying drop gear. I'm going to slow down to a stop so I can get the gear lowered, which is the top button. Lowering the gear. The gear is now down. Then I can put my speed back up to 1 and let that drop down. Actually, I'll go to 2 while it's still far enough away. 50, 40, 39, 30, 20. Let's go down to 1 for the final bit. We have a winner. Gear down, winner. I landed correctly. My 30 days lost in space is now completed. I am no longer lost. So that is it. I'm happy with that. I understand most of the code in that. Yeah. I will leave that today there. I'm not sure what happens tomorrow. There is another day of video, but I don't think there's any coding or anything to do because we're done. It might just be a look back. So I'll have another video in this series anyway, wrapping it all up and looking back. So I shall see you for more of that tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I'll see you for more very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.